video on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest Resurrection Remix ROM. Well, this particular ROM is also available for the Redmi K20 Pro, but that one does not include GApps. But here for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, you get two separate builds. One includes the GApps and one does not. Here I have flashed the GApps included version, of course. And this is how the Android version section looks like. We have the Android version as Android 10 over here. Still, the Resurrection Remix is based on Android 10, not Android 11 as of now. Let me go back. We have the Resurrection Remix logo up top. Then we have the build number over here, the build version. This says RROS Q8.6.9. And this is the 14th May 2021 build. So latest build as of right now. And the build type says official. The security patch is latest of May 5th, 2021. Also the vendor security patch is latest too. And if you look at the baseband version and stuff, and the stock kernel over here is the remixed plus kernel. And if you see the build date, that is 14th May 2021, of course. And here we have the build number. Now let me show you over here from this Telegram post. You can download it. I'll link everything in the description. And if you do not know how to flash this ROM at all, you can click on the card right there to see the flashing guide. And as you can see, there are two separate builds. One is the vanilla and other one is the GApps variant. And you can check out the XDA thread and the support group from the description too. Now this is how the home screen looks like. And I would say yes, it obviously looks awesome. And to the left, we still have the Google's Discover page and stuff. But here I have one issue, that there is no double tap to sleep in the home screen, at least by default over here. Like, let me go into the settings. This is simply the pixel launcher that is present as of now. And here in this pixel launcher, there is no option for the double tap to sleep anywhere in the home screen. So that is kind of a disappointment for me, because this is just like Resurrection Remix. If it was other ROMs, I would be totally fine with it. But it is Resurrection Remix. It is supposed to have those kind of customizations in the home screen as well. At least that's how I feel. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But yes, the double tap to sleep anywhere in the home screen is missing. Of course, you can use double tap to sleep on the status bar, but yeah, that's a different story. And here swiping up gets you to the app drawer, swiping down gets you to the notification or the quick settings panel. And here we have the widgets and stuff working fine. And the whole like UI is very smooth. No issues that I have had so far. Now let's talk about the stock camera over here. Of course, we get the Google Camera Go edition by default, and this is a pretty great Google camera in my opinion. And there is the face retouching option and stuff. And this Google camera is actually working flawlessly, no issues whatsoever with this. And with the rear camera too, you can take videos and you can translate some text. So yeah, a lot of features that you get, but let me tell you that you do not get the ANX camera over here by default. But yes, Google Camera Go edition is pretty fine for like a stock kind of camera, which comes by default. Also here we do get the audio effects option. So if you want to use these kind of custom kind of presets, if you want to increase the bass, the virtualizer and stuff, you can do that with this whenever you're connecting a headset, or you can do it with a speaker as well, I guess. So yeah, very cool that we also get this kind of audio effects over here. And some people do ask for it, and as you can see, there is the FM radio over here. So if you're someone who likes to have FM radio as the default app, this ROM does have it. Now let's talk about the wallpaper situation over here. And here, as you can see, there are some live wallpapers that you can apply. And of course, you get the Resurrection Remix wallpapers. If you tap on this on device wallpapers, as you can see, there are all these Resurrection Remix kind of wallpapers. Let me scroll down. And as you can see, there are the other wallpapers like these ones, and they do look amazing in my opinion. And yes, you get plethora of like these kind of remixed kind of wallpapers. Looks very beautiful. So you get amazing wallpapers like Resurrection Remix themed ones, and they look really beautiful. I've been using with this one. Let's talk about the quick settings panel now. This is how it looks like. Yes, I have customized it a bit. Let me go into the settings. There are plethora of toggles that you can edit and add. And I am not able to like show you every bit of features over here, but yes, as you are noticing, there are like huge amount of customizations in terms of these toggles. And yes, you can add any toggle from here. Now let me show you which I have added. I have added the night light, the battery saver, the dark theme, and also we have the screen recorder. And as you can see here, we have the bitrate changing option and stuff. But of course, we do not have the both audio recording at the same time as of right now, because simply this is the Android 10 screen recorder, not Android 11's. And here we have the heads up disabling option, hotspot, do not disturb, then the data saver. And we have that like sound kind of toggle. And if you tap and hold on it, as you can see, you get the volume panel. So yeah, this is great. And also we have the reboot toggle over here. So you can directly reboot to recovery from this particular toggle. And here we also have the FPS info. And if you enable it, as you can see, the FPS is showing up on the top left of the screen. So yeah, this is working fine. Also there is the thermal profiles, then we have the volume panel too. So if you just tap on it, you get the volume panel of course. So those are the toggles that I have added. Now let me jump into the settings, and this is how the settings panel looks like. And yes, you do get also the violet parts and stuff, but first let me show you the system. This is how it looks like in the updater section. As you can see, it shows the Resurrection Remix version and it is quite bold. You can check for updates from here of course, and you can use the OTA updater if you want to. And let me go back, we have the gesture settings over here. There we have the jump to camera, and we have the system navigation gestures. And if you go into the settings, of course we do have the gesture bar size and the thickness customization. Then we have the animated back arrow and stuff, then the disable height of virtual keyboard. So if you want to decrease this gap of the keyboard, you can do that. Then we have enable haptic tick feedback, and we have the enable show keyboard buttons and stuff. Then enable or disable the whole nav bar. So this will hide the pill bar over here or any kind of nav bar over here. So yeah, this is great that we have all these customizations. Now here we have the 2-button and 3-button customization as well. And let me go back. We have the prevent ringing, skip music track, adaptive playback, etc. And we have the default keyboard as Gboard. Jumping into the violet parts, here we have the display KCL stuff. So you can like customize the whole screen's colors. As you can see, you can customize the RGB of the screen, then the value, contrast, hue, and the grayscale display, etc. You can like set everything over here. Then we have the enable fast charging option with the USB 3.0 ports. You can use that. And then we have the Mi Audio Direct, and with that you get these kind of headphone types. And I have been using it with the youth edition, and with that the sound quality is amazing, and I have had no issues whatsoever with the sound quality of this ROM. The sound quality is great, and with wired or wireless every headset works flawlessly. And here we have the choose preset option. There we have also the bass booster option. So if you want to have some more bass, you can definitely go with this one. Now let me scroll down. We have the strength. So this is the haptic feedback strength. You can customize it or any kind of vibration strength in the UI. And we have the brightness of the torch. So you can actually customize the brightness of the torch. That is great. I'm not going to show you that, but yes, it does work. I have tested that. Now I'm going to be jumping into the resurrection tools, and there we have plethora of customizations. So I would say sit tight, and it will take a lot of time. Maybe if you want to see all the customizations, just hold on and watch the video till the end. So right now, let me first show you the status bar, and here we have the clock and date customization. Here we have the enable clock, the auto hide option, then the clock position you can change also. Then we have AM PM style, of course, clock seconds, then the date you can also enable that, and we have the font size, the font style. Then we have the date style, date position, and also the Java custom format. If you want to have the date like in these kind of formats, you can choose that from here. Let me go back. We have the network traffic indicator. You can enable it and customize it as well if you want to. Plethora of customizations are there. And we have the notification ticker too. So if you want to use that, the status bar notification ticker is there. In the battery settings, we have the battery style, and there we of course get the big circle and stuff. So if you want to have this kind of big circle battery logo, you can use that. And also we have the battery percentage. You can enable it from here, and you can also do that inside the icon. Then we have the battery percentage when charging. Also we have the show lighting symbol when charging and stuff. Let me go back. We have the battery bar. You can enable it if you want to. Then we have the logo over here. So you can enable any kind of custom logo over here. No issues with that. In the system icons, we have the show roaming indicator. Then we have the VoLTE icon and stuff. And VO Wi-Fi override option is also there. But let me tell you, I do not have a SIM card over here, but VoLTE calling and stuff should be working flawlessly. And there are plethora of VoLTE icons as you are seeing. So yeah, a lot of VoLTE icons that you get. Also, we have these VO Wi-Fi icon you can choose from by sliding into this like kind of bar over here. And we have the show data disabled icon, show 4G instead of LTE, then the old mobile data type icon, Bluetooth battery status, and the notification count. Then we have the breathing SMS, missed call, and the voicemail kind of settings. Let me go back from here. We have the carrier label customization. Also, you can have it on the lock screen too, and you can customize that thoroughly. Not going to go into that. Status bar weather is also there. So right now, as you can see here on the top left corner, there is the weather. So yeah, you can actually enable the weather, and you can as well customize this. So from here, you can have these kind of type of the weather. You can have it with a logo or something. And then we have the location changing option for the weather, and you can have it on the status bar or quick status bar. And here we have the color option and font style and stuff. You can change that. Also, you can change the font size of that. And there we have the preference. You can change that for the weather kind of things. The status bar gestures. There we have the brightness control and the tap to sleep. So sliding on the status bar does increase or decrease the brightness as you are noticing, and this works flawlessly over here. And in my opinion, better than Android 11 ROMs, I would say, because personally I feel this feature is a little bit broken in Android 11. Like it's not this accurate over here. Like in Android 10, I can do it in a very accurate manner. but on Android 11 I feel it's not that accurate while I'm sliding on the status bar I mean. Here we have also the double tap to sleep on the status bar, and that works fine too. I will show you all of those later on. And here we have the status bar tuner, then we have headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons, and it also shows the icons. In other ROMs it shows only the text, but here as you can see it shows all the icons that will be enabled whenever you toggle one. Now let's jump into the panels, and here we have the quick setting panel, and here we have quick setting row and column numbers. You can customize that thoroughly. Then we have the quick pull down, you can set it from right, left or off. Then smart pull down is also there, vibrate on toggle touch. Show tile titles are there, and we have the show expand arrow. Then we have the quick setting background filter. Then we have also the background filter type, so you can change the background filter for the quick settings, and you can change the intensity value. Then we have the background opacity, so you can just like do this, and right now as you can see the background opacity has changed for the quick settings panel. So this is a very cool feature, you can customize it however you want to. It looks better in dark theme in my opinion. Then we have the quick setting tile animation and stuff. If you scroll down, we have the replace clear all with the button, and that works fine. You can also change the color of that button. Then we have the tint tiles option, you can change it to accent, RGB or things like that. Looks very weird I would say. And there we have the tint tiles to gradient, so yeah, that's why it looks like this, because I have said that. And we have the quick setting icon bright dark. If you disable that, this is how it looks like. You can use however you like it, but yes, you can enable or disable this. And we have the active level tint, so you can have it on the random smoother RGB and stuff. Then tint inactive levels also there, so if you enable it, as you can see, this is how it will look. Then if you scroll down, we have the quick setting panel background again. We have the RGB mode, so if you enable that right now, as you can see, this is how it will look. Let me actually change the duration. So yeah, if you want to have this kind of RGB on your phone, you can definitely have it over here, but yes, not recommended for like normal people I would say. And we have the use gradient backgrounds and stuff. Then we have the system info, and we have the mobile data usage header, and we have the clock and stuff for the quick settings panel. Then we have battery percentage, battery style, everything. Then we have the brightness slider position, you can change it on the bottom and stuff. And then we have the auto brightness icon. If you want to, you can enable it from here, like left with quick settings panel or the right. And we have the brightness buttons, if you want to enable that you can. And we have the edit icon and stuff. And here we have the user switcher icon and stuff, height drag handle, and here we have the height footer auto brightness icon and stuff. Let me go back from here. Here we have the header option. So transparent header options are there if you want to have some header kind of things. Here we have the recents, and you can enable slim recents I guess. There we have the volume panel, and here I have been using it with the default one, but you can go with anything. And right now, as you can see, with the default one it looks like this. With the MIUI option, let me actually, okay, so it is actually working. So yeah, this is how the MIUI kind of volume panel looks like. Looks very, very beautiful in my opinion. Here we have the show volume panel on the left side, and right now as you can see it looks like this on the left side. And we have the volume panel timeout too, so that is great, it actually works. And here we have the voice, Bluetooth, etc. If you want to have the voice volume over there always, you can have those, or if you want to have the Bluetooth one, you can have that too. Then we have the show app volume. Then we have the volume panel entry animation. I have chosen it to be 3D, and this is how it looks whenever I tap the volume panel. And here we have the show ringer option. Let me go back, and then we go to the system, and here we have the accent picker. There we also have the accent picker and the gradient picker, so you can choose from any kind of accent color over here. Then you can also choose from any kind of grid color. This is very beautiful kind of settings in my opinion, and you can also match the accent and gradient colors, or you can reset it if you want to. Then we have the buttons and navigations. Here we have the navigation bar. Inside system navigation we have those gestures again, and here we have the enable to show keyboard buttons and stuff. Arrow keys, long press, power button, toggle torch is there. Then we have the automatically turn off torch, that is also there. Here we have the playback control, swap keys, etc. Arrow animation is there. Here we have the haptic feedback and stuff, and long swipe timeout is also there for some reason, so you can use these if you want to. Then we have the power dialog, and here we have the power menu kind of opacity I guess. So yeah, let me actually show you again. Okay, so right now the power menu looks cool, and here we have the background dim option, so you can have the background dimmer to like 100% maybe. So yeah, this looks like this, and you can have it like up to 5%, and then it looks like this. I like this one better. And we have the background filter too, so you can have it on blur. So right now, as you can see, it looks like this. So you can have all of these kind of customization and they look really amazing in my opinion. And you can also have these 3D kind of animation and stuff for the power menu, and this is how it will look. And here we have the power option, then restart, then enable advanced restart is also there. And if you tap on advanced, you can directly reboot to recovery, or the fast boot option is also there, that is a bootloader, or you can just reboot the system UI, or you can just reboot the system normally. Then we have the screenshot, screen record, etc. If you scroll down, we have the power menu on lock screen and stuff. Power menu screenshot delay is also there. Let me go back. We have the parts option. Here we have the system profiles and charging sounds and stuff. You can have this charging vibration and stuff, then enable sounds. Corner padding, you can customize that. And there is also the display notch kind of option. Default values, if you disable this, then you can have the display cutout kind of customization, I guess. In the sound settings, we have these volume steps and stuff. Then we have the ringtone focus, suspend action, small width and stuff is there. You can customize the DPI and time instead. This is for the CPU, I guess. And here we have the vibration kind of settings. In-call vibrations are also there. Then we have the notification vibration and stuff. Then touch vibration, enable vibration during battery saver is also there. Vibrate on pulling down quick settings panel is there. Vibrate for call waiting. And here we have the ringtone vibration pattern changing option. In the gestures, we have the gesture anywhere, and you can add, remove any kind of custom gesture over here. Then we have the pulse option. So lock screen pulse is also there and you can customize it thoroughly. Then we have the battery optimization, I guess. Then here we have per app kind of optimization for the battery, I guess. And right now, let me just go to the interface. Here we have the fingerprint settings, and here we have the fingerprint authentication vibration, and we have the fingerprint error vibration. Also, we have the fingerprint unlock on reboot. This is the force fingerprint scanner, and I would say it works flawlessly. Like after a reboot, I do not have to enter PIN at all. I can just tap the fingerprint scanner and that unlocks the device. So always unlock with the fingerprint scanner is there. And here we have the edge lighting option, and this is for the edge lighting notification, I guess. And heads up, you can disable or enable from here and you can customize it. Dashboard kind of customizations are also there, and huge amount of customizations. Here we have the display size, you can customize that, of course, font size. Then restriction themes are also there, so you can enable the dark theme from here. So if you actually enable the dark theme, there we have all the pitch black, then the dark gray, and all of these charcoal black and stuff like that. Let me just disable the dark theme for the time being. Then we have the accent picker again over here for some reason. Then we have the preference switch style. This is for just the toggles in the settings. Like if you enable a toggle over here in any kind of settings, this is for that. You can change their style from here to these many options. Like this is insane amount of customization in my opinion. And we have the quick setting toggle styles, and you can change their style to these many options. And as you are just noticing, so right now it looks like this. If I have changed that, so yeah, that's how it looks like as of right now, but you can change it between like these many options. So yeah, too much options are there. And we have the brightness slider, gradient and stuff. And I have selected this round stroke gradient, and that's the reason why the brightness slider looks like this. And again, you can choose from these many options. Plethora of like options for everything over here is present. Header style, you can change that black, gray, light gray, etc. And then accent based, transparent, everything you can choose. Then we have the status bar height, you can customize that. Then we have the UI radius, you can have it medium or something if you want the UI to be having a little bit curve. As you can see, the corners of this kind of window is curved. So yeah, and we have the headline and body fonts. Again, plethora of body fonts are there if you are noticing. So huge amount of fonts are there, so you can go with any kind of font that you like. And we have the adaptive icon shapes. So yeah, plethora of icon shapes again. Then we have the status bar icon shapes. These are the options that you get. Then we have the system icon shapes, you can choose that. Then again, we have the settings icon shapes. Here we have the gaming mode, so you can have any kind of app like gaming performance kind of preference over here. Then in the mix settings, we have the notification sound if active, kill app button, then the force expand notification and stuff. Then we have show privacy indicator in status bar. Then we have show privacy indicator in quick setting header as well. Volume button, screenshot delay, etc. is there. Then screenshot type, you can change that from here. Then we have the screenshot shutter sound, and 3-finger screenshot gesture is also there. And as you can see, this is how it works. We also have the long screenshot, so you can practically take a long kind of screenshot if you want to. You can edit them, share them, or delete them from here. Now here we have the rotation button, and we have the show assistant handles and stuff. Then we have show nav bar. We have also the blink flashlight for incoming calls. Pixel charging animation is also there. Then we have show AOD when charging only, wake on plug and stuff. Then toggle signature spoofing is there. Enable scaling option per app is also there. Now let me just go into the lock screen. Here we have the ambient options. There we have the force brightness values. This is for the always on display, but you are not someone who is going to use always on display on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, but I would say this is for other devices like the Redmi K20 Pro. And here we have the double tap to wake, then the show charging animation on ambient display and stuff. Then battery level is there. Let me go back. We have the lock screen battery. Then we have the charging animation over here. This is the small animation which appears on the lock screen, and you can change it between these many options. Battery info is also there. This is for the charging info, I guess. Let me go back. We have the lock screen style. Here we have the clock, font and stuff changing option. So you can change it however you want, and you can also customize the weather over here. So no issues with that. Let me go back. We have the lock screen items. Here we have the height status bar if you want to. Double tap to sleep on the lock screen. Quick settings, music visualizer, lock icon, etc. is also there. And we have the lock screen timeout too, so you can set that. Now here we have the bottom shortcuts and transitions. You can change it from here. So yeah, left shortcut, you can change it from here. Then we have the right shortcut as well. You can change it between these many options. Plethora of options are there, and you can change their animation, or you can enable their animation, I guess. And we have the lock screen notification count over here. Then lock screen media options are also there, so for the media cover out and the blur level and stuff. Then if you move into the animations, we have the screen of animation. You can change it to simple fade, CRT or scale, or color fade. Then we have the system animation, and from here you can disable their transitions. The whole UI transition you can disable, or you can customize the whole UI animation from here. So this is very cool. Here we have the list view animation, then the scrolling, cache, toast, etc. options are there. In the miscellaneous settings, we have the weather, then the charging, and we also have the updater option from here. Let me just show you the toggle classic layout over here. So you have to just restart this. And as you can see right now, this is how the customization section will look like. You will pretty much go into one of them and you will see like this. So yeah, this is very cool. And if you don't like that sideways kind of customization, you might find this one helpful. Now let's jump into the battery settings. Here is how it looks like. And if you tap here, you see the full battery usage, of course. And there is the thermal profile. So you can set per app's thermal profile over here. So yeah, that is great. Here we have the battery manager, then the battery saver, battery performance, etc. Last full charge, screen on time. Also the battery temperature shows up over here. Design battery capacity, current battery capacity. Also the charging cycle shows up over here. This is just great that we have all of this information over here in the battery settings itself. Talking about the battery life, you can get 6 to 7 hours of screen on time depending on your battery's health, in my opinion. And I would say fast charging is also working fine. 18 watt or 27 watt fast charging should be working fine here. But yes, with fast charging, the device does get hot, but fast charging is actually working fine here. Now let me just jump into the display settings, and here we have the brightness level, so you can customize this from here as well. And then we have the live display, so color calibration is also there. RGB you can customize from here. We have the night light, then the adaptive or auto brightness from here. Then we have the theming option again, and from here you can choose a custom theme. Now let me show you, there are these lock screen clock styles, and I have been using it with the S-Funny, but you can choose from these many options. Plethora of lock screen clocks as you are seeing. So yeah, these OnePlus Roman and stuff. And then we have these divided lines. So yeah, a lot of the lock screen clocks presets are there. And again, we have the wallpaper option over here. So again, you get plethora of lock screen clocks over here. Screen timeout is there. Screen attention mode is also there. Then we have the rotation settings there. We also get the 180-degree rotation and stuff. If you scroll down, we have the font size, display size, the screensaver. Then the lock screen display is also there. You can enable always on if you want to. Double tap to wake, and the pocket detection as well is there. In the sound settings, this is how it looks like. If you scroll down, we have the vibrate for calls. Then if you scroll down more, we have the dial pad tone, screen locking sound, then the charging sound again is there. Then we have the touch sound, touch vibration, etc. The Mi audio jack is simply present in the violet kind of settings or the violet parts, but here this is the simple sound settings that you get. Now let me go into the security settings, and here things get a lot more interesting because here we of course have these kind of settings, and here we have the quick unlock, then the lock screen after like the 5-second timeout. Then we have the power button instantly locks option. Direct unlock is also there, so you don't have to swipe it up. And there we have the scramble pin layout and stuff if you want to use that. Now I have already completed the setup of my fingerprint scanner. So let me show you the fingerprint scanner speed now. So here, as you just noticed, let me try one more time. So the fingerprint scanner speed, in my personal opinion, it's not the fastest that I have seen, I would say, but yes, it's not the slowest either. I'll just tap the fingerprint scanner, and as you can see, it unlocks. Let me try a couple more times. So yeah, the fingerprint scanner speed is not too bad, but it's not too fast in my opinion. It's good enough. Very reliable fingerprint scanner experience, no issues whatsoever. Let me just set up the face unlock right now, and even though I have a wire in front of my face. Let me try the face unlock right now. I'll just double tap on the status bar and double tap to wake. And as you can see, it unlocks super fine, no issues whatsoever. As you can see again, the face unlock is pretty fast. Let me try one more time. Actually, I would say, let me try the fingerprint scanner right now. So yes, the fingerprint scanner works. And if I double tap, this is how fast the face unlock works. So yeah, I would say the face unlock speed is completely fine. And there, if you look at my lock screen, this is how it looks like, because I have customized the lock screen. And yes, you can customize it too, and you can customize it however you would like in the Resurrection Remix ROM. This is the beauty of the Resurrection Remix ROM. Now here we also have the app lock settings, and let me show you. If I lock this Telegram app over here, you can also hide their notification from here. And there we also have this authenticate only once after 15 seconds option, or you can just like disable this if you want to. Right now, let me show you. I have locked this Telegram app and it looks like this. This is how the app locker interface looks like. So you can also use the face data over here, or you can tap the fingerprint scanner and that unlocks that particular app. So yeah, very cool, like kind of app lock over here that you get. So no issues whatsoever. It will be locked after 15 seconds. So yeah, app locker is working flawlessly. So right now I have opened a couple of apps, like the Chrome is in memory, then the Twitter still in memory, and Play Store, as you can see, is in memory. YouTube as well is in memory. I would say the memory management should be good enough, and if you want to know about the performance of this ROM, I would say it performs really good. You can see the benchmarks from here on the screen, and the benchmarks are pretty fine, and it should be fine for gaming as well. So yeah, no issues with the daily driving performance. It should be fine. And by the way, this is how the recents panel looks like. You can clear all the apps by just like going all the way to the left and click on clear all. That will clear all the apps. Or if you want to just like open split screen mode, let me show you. You can tap over here, the app, if it supports it, then it will show split screen option over here. Then it will have the spin option as well. Then you can just go to the apps info from here. So yeah, if you tap on these like apps icon on the top, you can go to the split screen mode or something. Hey Google. As you can see, Google Assistant actually works fine. So no issues whatsoever with that. Let me try one more time. Hey Google. What's the weather?
It's 29 with haze. Thursday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 37.
So yeah, basically Google Assistant is working fine even with the voice trigger. If you're worried about the banking app status of this ROM, as you can see, safety net passes right out of the box here on this ROM. So yes, Google Pay or SBI card, any kind of app or any kind of banking app over here should not be a problem on this particular ROM. Talking about the DRM info, and it still stays L1, so you should not worry. As you can see, my DRM status shows as L1, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos Internet P over here. Also, if you're worried about the IR blaster of this like kind of build, as you can see, the IR blaster as well is working fine. So no issues whatsoever with the IR blaster either. It is working flawlessly. So what do I think about the Resurrection Remix ROM? If you ask me personally, well, if you're someone who loves customization, a lot of customization, then only you can go with this Resurrection Remix ROM. And if you want the most amount of stability with customizations, again, then this is the best ROM for you. Even if you have a Redmi K20 Pro or the Redmi Note 7 Pro or other supported devices, you can check out from their websites. So yeah, you can definitely flash the Resurrection Remix ROM. Even now in 2021, it is rocking. The real OG is still the Resurrection Remix. Even though this is based on Android 10. I would love to see the Android 11 builds, but I'm not really sure why there are no Android 11 builds of the Resurrection Remix ROM, but maybe they will do it in the future. So as of right now, I would say for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, Resurrection Remix still rocks. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Please share this video with your friends if you feel like. And if you really like this video, please consider donating by clicking on that applaud button, or do use the other donation options from the description. That will help me a lot. Or you can just use the Amazon or Flipkart's affiliate link that helps my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And this is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.